Hi, my name is Kelley Neumann, and this is week 4 of my 8-week series on how to awaken your life purpose. And this week, we're diving into the tough stuff. And we're talking about how even when we've really accessed peace within ourselves and softened that inner critic and accessed more self-love, how there can still be stuff, our own human stuff, that gets in the way of us offering our most powerful and authentic purpose in the world. And my first thing that I want to share with you is that I'm right here in it with you, and that you are not alone, and that all of us, all human beings on planet Earth, have pain, have suffering. This is an innate part of the human experience, and there's really not a time that you are going to be able to fix it, to overcome it, to check that box and say, okay, that human suffering is done. Part of your experience here is to be able to just open your heart to the magnificence of how challenging it is to be a human being. And one of the blessings in this is to realize that we are truly all in it together. There is not a person out there, as much as we may make up stories in our own mind that that person seems to be a bit immune, they have it, all their stuff worked out, they did lots of therapy, they must be over it by now. Not really. One of my favorite stories is from a spiritual teacher who was asked if he still had his own issues that he was grappling with. And he shared that he still had his neuroses. And he said, imagine it as if it's this baggage. And he said, it used to be that I carried all of these bags with me and I would go to the airport and they would be all clustered around me and there were all these people around and I would be dragging these bags and it was really uncomfortable and challenging and miserable. And he said now, after all of these years of spiritual practice, he still has those bags. It's just that now he feels like he's in a giant airport hangar. And there's spaciousness. And these bags can be around him and he can just meander through them. So it's a real gift because as you're going within yourself and really asking yourself to begin offering your truest purpose in the world, there are going to be moments where you're going to doubt yourself. And maybe you're going to have an old pattern that comes up, or a trauma that rears its ugly head, or false beliefs about yourself. And rather than making up this story about how you aren't ready, about how you aren't good enough, about how you aren't capable enough, to just let go of all of that and truly know that there will always be stuff. And in the midst of that stuff, you are so powerful. You are so enormously capable of doing what you were meant to be doing here and being the person effortlessly that you were meant to be. And truly to just take a deep breath into the gift that suffering does offer us. And I do not say this lightly because I have been there and I know how painful it is. But when that pain, when that suffering rears itself up to be faced by you like a dragon, rather than running from it or trying to escape it, if you can just turn towards it, to meet it completely, and to let it have its way with you, utterly and completely. And the magnificent treasure that is there is that it completely breaks your heart open. Over and over and over again, until there is very little left. Until you are on your knees with tears falling down, looking up at the stars, asking why. And in that moment, there is an utter surrender. And with that surrender, you are allowing something greater than you to move through you, to have its way with you. And as that moves through you, the biggest, most powerful you is going to be able to be offered in the world. And you're going to feel so much compassion for yourself and for all beings on earth that experience suffering. It's going to allow you to connect with people better. It's going to allow you to, believe it or not, enjoy the small moments more here on earth that are so filled with beauty. So now I just tell you that I'm here with you. Deep, deep in my heart and deep, deep in my belly, I understand the challenges that come along with the intention to totally self-actualize and offer your purpose in the world. And I encourage you, just let it break you open. Let it break you open. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and visit my website at kelley-neumann.com to learn more about my intuitive coaching and one-on-one opportunities.